Nothing? Okay, cool.
Hi. Got a new present. Daddy got.
What week is it? You remember I told you yesterday?
I have no idea.
You asked about what holiday it was today, and I said, you know what week it is?
It's National Park Week.
Are we going to a national park?
Yeah!
Alright, good morning. It is National Park Week, and we're actually hitting 2 national parks this week. Park number 1 is Mammoth Cave. We are staying here at the Yogi Bear Jellystone at Mammoth Cave. And we have our tickets for our cave tour today. So that's what we are going to do. Get our Junior Ranger badge, check out the cave.
And get
a stamp. And then our second park we are heading after this is the New River Gorge, the new national park in West Virginia.
Good morning. Good morning. That's pretty good. Welcome to
Alright, so we're heading down into the cave. Alright, into the abyss we go.
It's really dark in here. You can barely even see anything. It's really, really cold. Do not wear jeans in here. Because jeans collect coldness for something.
Jeans collect coldness. Alright then. Alright Corbin, make sure you watch your head.
Oh, that.
Alright. It's not very bright in here, so we're probably not going to be able to get much on the video.
Oh. Can I see how dark it is on the camera? Yeah, you're not seeing anything.
Yeah, not much, huh? In memory of our fallen comrades of Kentucky and the American dead of the World War. Dedicated in 1929. In the big room. It's huge.
Okay, so we just talked to the ranger to ask him because we read that this was the longest cave in the world. He said it was, and it is 412 miles.
Is what they've mapped out so far.
They mapped out so far, so that's huge. They think it's from the distance from Kentucky to Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah. And he said it's in a 9 by 9 square mile radius that they've mapped that. So it's different layers. It's not necessarily.
So it must be like.
It doesn't go from here to Atlanta.
Right.
They can't see that. All they can see is your silhouette. So really neat. But that's what makes this the largest cave in the world, is how many miles of stuff they've documented. And they're saying that they're still finding some.
And that they think that the other caves in the area are probably all connected, and it's probably more about 1,000 miles if they could connect them all.
Yeah, but the reason being is they think all the connections are below the water table, so they would have to either dive the caves or the water level would have to drop, which would not be a good thing. We just came out of the hole. What'd you think, Mama?
I thought it was awesome to be able to go to another cave where Corbin was hungry the whole time.
Yeah.
Now I think we saw the difference between a cave and a cavern because it was drastically different from Carlsbad Caverns. There wasn't like stalagmites and stalactites and the cave bacon and all of that stuff. It's just big open rock, which was very different. But it was, I don't know, 3 times the size of the trails of Carlsbad.
It was huge.
So it's cool to see the difference between the two. And we learned a lot.
Yep. Alrighty, we're gonna head up this path, go back and get Corbin's ranger badge, and then go get some grub.
Mammoth Cave.
Mammoth Cave
Junior Ranger. I protect my parks from danger.
Protect my parks from danger.
I never pick the plants.
Never pick the
I try not to step on the ants.
Try not to step on the ants.
No critter gets my food. And I don't litter. Because that's rude. Because that's rude. Yeah. A ranger's job is never done. But yeehaw, it's tons of fun.
Yeehaw, it's tons of fun.
Very good, Corbin. Very well done.
That was a good one, pledge.
Now, I can't shake your hand, but I can give you a fist bump. Good job.
Okay, good morning. We are leaving our site at Yogi Bear Mammoth Cave.
Hey, we got suckers and I got a new water bottle. Bear's looking at the map and I have a nose. Hey, Bear has a sucker.
Yeah, we stopped and got souvenirs and learned what the word souvenir meant. So we're just going to do a quick review of the campground. Start with the cons so we can always end on a good note.
Yeah. Give you a couple cons and a couple pros.
Yeah.
So,
Go ahead.
you want to go first or you want me to?
Go ahead.
Alright, so the Yogi Bear, it is a Yogi Bear where there is tons of kids. That's a good thing, but
We're starting with cons.
definitely need to, but definitely need to keep a good eye on your kids. There's lots of golf carts running around, and you have some people that don't go very slow on them. So we noticed a bunch of kids that that definitely probably needed a better eye on them just because of the golf carts.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
The golf carts are going fast. They're all over, and they're late at night.
Yeah.
Lots of noise. One of the cons for me was the park wasn't set up like a lot of family-friendly parks where you have the playground in the center and the campsites around, and you can kind of sit at your side and watch the kids playing. There's a huge hill that blocks the majority of the campsites from the major playground. So you can't just, you know, kind of give your kids a little freedom and let them go play where you can still see them, because you can't see them. So.
And that depends on the age of your kids too.
Oh yeah,
so.
yeah.
But something else is there's certain parts of this park that are extremely old from the original part of it, and they've added on over the years, and there's some things that need to be updated. They are adding on still, but I don't believe they're updating the things that need to be taken care of. So expect to be in some older sections depending on how it works out there. But we did have one issue with our cameras being late. So we had one issue where it started raining, and for some reason our electric, I guess it was high voltage or something, and the surge protector kicked the power off to the camper. So I had to go outside and check on it. I did let them know about it. They said they're going to check it out, but the section we were in is the oldest section of the park, so keep an eye out for that. Make sure you got a surge protector hooked up just in case.
And I think the last thing, I don't know if you have any more. That's the last. I guess my last kind of note would be we don't stay at those kind of campgrounds a lot. We stay at a lot of state parks and boondocking and more RV parks where it's long-term, monthly kind of sites. So this Yogi Bear sees a lot of people in and out, in and out, in and out. And it seems like people maybe don't respect the things as much as the other places that we stay at. So there's lots of trash and things like that we're not used to, because, you know, state parks and things like that are really well maintained, and people pick up after themselves and take care of the property for the most part.
Yeah, so there was a lot of trash when we pulled into the site. We pick up trash before we leave every time. We try to get everything out of our site. Every now and then we go to other ones and stuff, but for the most part, there was a good bit of and it's little trash. It's not anything huge.
Yeah.
You know, it's like pieces of paper or gum wrappers or things
Zip
like
ties.
that. Yeah, we picked up like 20 zip ties out of our site. I don't know what they were using them for, but hopefully it wasn't holding everything together. But yeah, that was a big thing. Yeah, overall, it's a clean park, but it's just a little bit of trash, and then when they cut the grass, it shreds and goes everywhere, and that's pretty much what we were seeing. So it's not like it's a trashy park,
No.
but it's just they've got, you know, a little bit more trash than you would expect to see. So
on to the good things. We'll let the kids start. All right, Corbin.
I love the jump pad and the go-kart. Well,
The
it's
pedal
like
cart.
pedal carts. And I love the playground.
I like that there's a lot of sites and a lot of other kids, because sometimes we don't get to see a lot of kids. And I just like to hang out. That's my pro.
Lots of places to hang out
Lots
with
of places
people.
to hang out, lots of people to hang out with.
I like people to play with and not like home alone. There's not much things to do.
Johnny, did you like the dog park? Look, he's falling asleep. He played at it so much.
Yes. Yes.
All right, so our pros. I guess I'll start with check-in. I went into the camp office. It had to be one of the nicest camp offices we've ever been in. It's huge. It has an entire, like a Nathan's Cafe restaurant with food and ice cream, souvenir shops, camping store. Huge, really nice.
cut to the video of it.
Moving on down to the park, the kids area was awesome. It did have jumping pillows, gaga ball, playground, pedal carts, foam ball, and other playgrounds in the different loops and sections of the park. So every little section had their own playground, which
Yeah, I
was
think
awesome.
there was 4 total playgrounds there.
Great. Oh, and putt-putt, and an activity center, basketball,
Arcade.
volleyball, pool, beach, arcade, water slides, like tons of stuff for the kids to do. The water stuff wasn't open when we were there because of weather, but would be awesome because they have the, I forgot what they call it, the Weebits?
The Wibbit.
The Wibbits. The inflatable slides and jumping stuff on the water.
Yeah.
From there, the new sections of the park were awesome. Concrete, you had, you know, your ultra premium sites.
The premium sites had a barbecue pit on the site. They had a
Sliding.
it's a 2-person love seat bench that it was actually a swing bench.
Yeah.
They were, the majority of them were concreted, the premium ones at least.
Yeah.
They had a fire pit there, and it's not just a ring, it's an actual fire pit that is up off the ground. It's about 2 feet tall.
Yeah.
So, and then it had the grate over the top of it that you can swivel over and cook on top of that if you wanted to. So that was really cool.
Really good sites.
Those were what, like $60 a night, or give or take a few dollars.
Yeah, maybe
They were
more.
a bit pricey for what we wanted.
Yeah.
We chose to go with the 30 amp site. We went on the cheaper end of things just because
We were splurging anyway, staying there.
yeah, we try to limit ourselves a little bit.
And the new cabins were gorgeous looking. We didn't
Yeah.
get to go inside, but from the outside they looked awesome.
A pro is they do have golf carts that you can rent. They were $35 a day for the 4-person, and I think it was $50 a day for a 6-person.
Yeah.
So that is a pro that you can get those to get around. And if you stay way in the back, it is a long way up to Boo Boo's Park where the jumping pillow and all of that is. So
Yeah.
for people that want a golf cart or, you know, need one or anything like that, so that's a pro that you can do that. They do not allow you to bring in your own golf cart. They
Anymore.
stopped doing that
Yeah.
a few years ago, and they just rent them out now. So that's one thing I think pertains to the people driving fast, because it's not their own personal cart.
Yeah.
You know, but it's a pro to be able to do things like that.
So 2 more pros that I have. One is the location. So you're in a great location for Bowling Green and the Corvette Museum. You're also like less than 10 minutes from Mammoth Cave National Park, which we did as well. So the location is great. You've got cute little towns, Cave City, Horse Cave, to go explore as well. And the last con, I had it in my head. I mean, we're on pros. I had it in my head.
So
I don't know.
they have the dog parks. They've got 2 separate dog parks, and they're really big in fence enclosures. So each dog park has 2 separate fence enclosures. They've got a little water station. There's plenty of little doggy bags spots around.
Stations, yeah.
Yeah, so you can get the dog bags to pick up your stuff, and the trash cans right underneath them. One thing I would like to see a little more at the campground is more trash cans. I think that's something that would help. But the pro is that they have a lot of dog stations there. Another thing is they pick up trash every morning. They come around and pick up trash. So you set your trash out by the curb, and I think they say before 10 o'clock, and it's all picked up by 10 o'clock usually. So.
Oh, I remember. We purposely switched our dates around to come here for a weekend because starting in March, I believe, throughout, you know, the peak season and things like that, they have themed weekends with planned activities. So we went for Boo Boo's birthday bash. And when I say planned activities, I mean like every hour of your day could be planned from Friday to Sunday if you want it to be, with all kinds of different activities. So that was really cool. And they mix it up between paid activities and free activities.
Yeah. Yep. So overall, we enjoyed it.
I loved it.
It was a treat for the kids after all the hiking we've been doing and boondocking.
Yep.
We decided to treat
I
them.
want to stay there for 8 months. I want to live there.
It's not mom and dad's idea of camping, but it's the kids' idea of camping. So we try to do something like that every now and then.
Especially when we can see them getting a little tired of the hiking and exploring. We can take a break.
But we do want to give a shout out to everybody that we met there. We met quite a few people. Came and said hello. I'm glad everybody came and said hi, and you know that they expressed whether they enjoyed our channel or not, or liked us on Instagram and all of that good stuff. So if you don't like the videos, then I'm sorry. If you like them, thumbs up. But yeah, so overall,
if you like
we had
them
a good
and
time.
don't like them, then
But anything else that you want to add?
Oh, I think that's it. It was a great week.
Lock the bell and you're good.
So here we are, headed off to a harvest host for the night on the way to New River Gorge National Park in West Virginia.
This one's going to be cool. It's supposed to be a farm, and planning on stocking our freezer up with meat.
Yay!
And I have a question. If you were at the Yogi Bear, what thing would you want to do the most
There you go.
when you're there?
I want to do the jump pillow most.
All right, we'll leave it in the comments. We'll see everybody later.
Bye.